Oh, hi. Hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. This is called an aerial self, and this is called my studio. This is where I do all my shenanigans, shall we say. There was a video I put out a hot second ago where I showed you me painting the ceiling and putting up all this wallpaper when we moved in, and that was like 2 years ago now, I think. I don't really know. And therefore, it's time for an upgrade, shall we say. Yes, darling. One moment, please. That's her favorite spot. She loves that. That's been up because there's another project that I'm doing that those are for, but that's in a different video. Subscribe if that's not out yet. So, I thought that I should give you a proper tour of the place because I haven't watched that video in a hot second either, like you probably. I figured I'll show you what I did because I know there's probably stuff that I did not show in that video. Okay, let's get into it. In this corner, we have the sewing table. With the sewing table is the Singer Brilliant. It was brilliant. And then the bobbin stopped working. And let's say she's not been working since. So, let's move on. Over here, I just have my table saw and then a bunch of just like various art storage and this crazy baby. Here she is. What do you have to say? Okay, thank you. Next, we have where most all of the magic happens, my desk. I got this desk at IKEA. I got it because it's very large, a lot of workspace. That's that. Next. Oh, shit. Next. Alexa, turn on Ambrose. We have a smart house in this house. And so those Christmas lights, fairy lights, whatever you want to call them, are called the stars. Because I like to think of this space not so much as a studio, but as a treehouse of sorts. Hence it being on the top floor of the house, and there's a skylight, and attics just kind of give off a very whimsical vibe. Just me, I don't know. So then we have this custom wall shelf that I built. Let me bring you closer. This is kind of broken right now. This is what I would call my trinket wall, kind of, sort of. All the things on this wall are things that I've made, one of which I'm very proud of. Oh, shit. I made a little Minecraft wishing well. That was really fun to make, actually. Show and tell time. I also drew this, which I kind of low-key copied off of a picture on Pinterest. Didn't we all do that? Anyway, then I just have some rocks I collected on the beach, a Chugi initials thing, have our Alexa bot, and then other stuff. What I'm actually pretty dang proud of in this whole space is this wall. I had to take this brown paper and I nailed it to the wall. I was not about to glue these acoustical panels to the wall. I don't own this house. When we first moved in here and it was completely empty, it was really echoey up here, like Echo City big. I got this futon and it was free. If you have the option, I highly, highly, highly recommend you join your local Buy Nothing group because it's worth it. I can't tell you how much stuff I've gotten for free. It's ridiculous. I digress. Let's move on. We're gonna get low. Oh, she finally jumped out. This is, I wouldn't go as far to say it's my altar because I'm not like witchy like that. Do enjoy myself a nice rock. Let me give you a closer look. This is the most expensive piece of paper I own, and I can't be bothered to frame it because it's like, what even is this? Can't believe I worked part-time and went to school. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, I have this little scene right here of this little gnome house thing. And then I got this in Costa Rica. And there's some cool rocks and stuff. And then there's a tree. And it's really cute. And so is Eve. This is my library slash storage unit. Yeah, I can tell you that I've read like 10 tops of the books that are on the shelf right now, and I keep getting more saying, I'm gonna read them. She doesn't. We're gonna come this way. I was just talking to myself for like 3 minutes and I wasn't recording anything. This is a door. I'm gonna hang a canvas behind it, and it'll look like it's gonna go where the canvas is going. And then this is my tool cabinet area, and this used to be like a dresser thing that had like 3 drawers in it. And then, we just have to make it happen. So anyway, I bring us back over here to tell you, are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. I'm ready. I currently don't have the funds to do these projects, the updates, I wouldn't call them renovations because I'm not doing anything that crazy, but we are doing some stuff. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to tell you the things that we're doing to change the space, and I've decided I will. So, there's 4 main things. We're going to repaint the ceiling. We're going to take down that acoustical wall and change it into some other kind of accent wall. That'll stay a surprise. Then there's another secret wall renovation. And then there's going to be some faux wood kind of thing that I'm going to do with some insulation board. And I haven't done it, but my favorite YouTuber, Rachel Maxey, does it all the time. Those are 4 main things. See how long my hair is by the end of this, because I don't know how long it's going to take. Because that's a lot of projects. With that, let the job begin. Heather, why are you coming at us from your paintbrush, do you ask? Well, my darlings, it is because it's painting time. I cannot remember for the life of me why I freaking put a paint can opener. You know what works just as good? A flathead screwdriver. So I've been wanting to do this for I don't know. I've just known that the green, the dark green, it hasn't been it. I was just ready for something for it to be lighter in here. We went with a nice, what even is this? Duration Home Excellent washing something. I'm a little litty. I had to stick to my roots, if you will. These green ones. I went with a nice neutral green because when I went to the store to get this paint, I cut off a bit of this brick wallpaper sticker from a place you wouldn't see it, and I compared it to a bunch of different greens. There was at least 7 or 8 greens, and then I got it down to 2. It was this one. It's called Meander. And then the other one started with an F. I forgot what it was. So, with that, I'm gonna just get into it. Let's paint. Hi, hello. As for the ceiling, I am going to leave it without the vines for right now because I was thinking about how when I do the faux wood stuff that I want to do, I'm going to probably rearrange how the lights are going on the ceiling, and I don't want to put the vines back up and then have to just take it all back down. So that's going to stay how it is for now. Oh, jump scare coming at you this Saturday afternoon in my sweatpants. to tell you about how much I love the ceiling. I'm obsessed. Quite simply, I have my note sheet here. I'm here to tell you that if you remember, if you paid close attention to the I Spy in the beginning of the video, you saw a fancy thing that is no longer sitting over there for another project. It is done, and it is next. You can look for that in the coming weeks, months, years, JK. It'll be up next week. And I'm very excited for you to see it. It's a bit long, but it's definitely worth the watch. I also wanted to tell you about all of the projects that I do have planned. I kind of touched on them at the beginning of the video, but I have been working on them behind the scenes. I've knocked down, set up the order in which that they will appear. First we had the ceiling, next we have the wall that the TV's on, and then we have mystery wall number 1 and 2, and then we're gonna do the do that I was talking about just before this clip. That is a rough outline of what is going to be coming at you next. I'm very excited. But what I really wanted to preface all of the other videos that are going to be coming out is that I do art for the sake of my depression. It cures my depression, okay? So if you see me working on shit right after I woke up, mind your business. If you see me looking botched, mind your business. If you see me a little depressing and not high energy, mind your business. But just know that by the end of the project, I'm happier than when I started. With that, I will see you months in the past when I started that fun project. I'll see you next time. Bye.